Whoa, 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 hold on. What am I doing? Let's rewind. Why the hell am I in the middle of the ocean? We need to go back. Last year was mental. So last year began pretty boringly for me. We were kind of just getting over COVID and lockdowns and stuff, and I hadn't really travelled very much. And when I found out that Finders Beepers were doing their meet and greet in Sheffield, I jumped on the opportunity. I actually just bought my ticket and then thought about travelling afterwards. And I booked it and went down. And this video is basically going to explain that whole trip, the kind of behind the scenes to that trip, and all the other trips that came afterwards. Last year, let me just warn you, was very hectic for me. So I turned the tides. I made it to a boring year to actually a kind of a stressful year, but fun year nonetheless. So yeah, the couple of days leading up to me leaving for Sheffield was kind of stressful. I had quite a bit to do. So it's Sunday and I leave for Sheffield in a few days. I'm getting some boxes because we've been working with crabs and lobsters. I need to get more boxes for next week, so. That wasn't supposed to happen. It's not even Monday yet. I wish I was recording that because we were actually clipping the hooves of our rams and we were toppling one of the rams over, and the thing was so fat and heavy that I just ended up on my ass on the concrete floor of the sheep pen. That's not fun. I have a sore ass now. Now I'm driving out because I forgot that it's actually my little, oh my god, there's a car coming over that bridge. It's my little brother's birthday party that I said I would go to. We're actually having a barbecue tonight as well. I also need to film in a cottage so I can announce to you guys that I'm going to Sheffield. Don't know how it's going to work with the SD cards because all my SD cards are filled and I need my SD cards to be empty by the time I go to Sheffield. And also, I've never been to Sheffield. I've never really travelled fully solo. I've had friends with me, so I've never really had to pay attention. So I'm kind of terrified, but it's all good. Barbecue time, baby. So after that single day of stress, working and having a barbecue, getting drunk, I knew that I had to film a video before I went to Sheffield to announce to you guys that I was going to Sheffield. So I messaged David and I said, let's go to this abandoned cottage, just have a look around. And before I left to go and get David, I actually found these old dried insects that were 2 months out of date. And I thought, you know what, let's just do a little, since I'm going to meet Matt and Andy, let's just do a little Matt Eats, but it won't be Matt Eats, it'll be, you know, Connor and David Eats. So it's now Tuesday and we're going to go film in the abandoned cottage. And I actually had a bit of a challenge consisting of this tub, or should I say what's inside said tub. Well, here we have dried locusts that we're going to consume. Here we've got dried mealworms, which we're going to consume. Here we've got dried crickets, which we're going to consume. We've also got dried hot chili peppers, so I don't know what kind of chili peppers they are, but I'm expecting them to be pretty damn hot. But I like spicy food, so it's all good. But there's a slight problem. Those went out of date in February. It's May. So that's why I don't want to have too much, because I don't want to make myself ill before I go to Sheffield. And this is the video where I announce Sheffield, so it's going to be exciting. I'm just currently charging batteries at the moment, so once that's all charged and me and David are both free, I'm going to go pick up David and then prepare my organs for what's about to happen. This is literally giving me the willies. Why do you have to do that? Oh, David! No, your feet are slipping all over the place. What? Your feet are slipping all over the place.
I know. Well, I can't get up.
I know! You get up, because I'm not going to be able to get up. One, because of my fear of heights, but two, also I have a 10-ton bag on my back.
Yeah, that's true. You got a 10-ton bag.
Still to this day, that video is probably one of the funniest videos on the channel, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go and watch it. There's not too much to see exploring wise. We do cover the Explorer. It's an empty cottage. We cover the Explorer at the start of the video, and then we get onto the eating challenge, and that goes on for literally more than half of the video. But it's a good laugh. Man, what a banging video that turned out to be. It's now Wednesday, and I leave tomorrow morning. So there's a couple of things I need to do. I need to quickly go to the bank, which I'm going to do, and then I also need to go back to the cottage we filmed at and get some drone shots. And then it might be a case of having to edit it a little bit on my first day at Sheffield, but that's fine because I actually have nothing to do there on my first day. And then obviously the second day I'm meeting up with Mike from MK Urbex and Matt from LD7 Explorers. So I need to also make sure all the batteries is charged, and I could do a lot of that at the hotel. I'm also really nervous because trains and me is not good. I've only ever had to use them like once. There were one time I was away with my friends and we kind of fucked it up. Hopefully the Manchester Piccadilly station is easy enough to follow. I have to go to the bank, so. Now came the time to where I was actually leaving for Sheffield, and I had to edit this video that me and David did, but I actually edited it in Sheffield. I didn't really have time to edit it beforehand. I started to edit it.
So, it's currently 1 in the morning, as you can see, and I haven't slept. 1, because I've actually been working on Sunday's video, but 2, I'm also kind of panicking about, you know, the whole getting trains and stuff. Because obviously I live in a place where we don't have any trains. I keep trying to sleep and then all I can think is, well, what if I miss this train? What happens here? What do I say here? Where do I go here? Try not to overthink it. Yeah, I have to be up at 5 o'clock to catch the flight. It's just... So, I'm gonna try and sleep. And... we're gonna see what happens. That's gonna be fun.
Now I had never travelled alone, so the next morning was so stressful that I couldn't actually pick up the camera to film anything. I woke up and I couldn't find my car keys, and I had to be at the airport, like I think the flight was at 8 in the morning. I got up at 6, I think. I couldn't find my car keys anywhere, and the time was ticking by, and I was actually getting really annoyed. I was rummaging through everything trying to find them, and then finally I managed to find them, and I didn't have a lot of time to get to the airport and, you know, check in. Is that what you call it? I got to the airport and it was just kind of catastrophe after catastrophe, because I checked in fine. I went to the airport, I went and sat down, and literally 2 minutes of sitting down they were like, yeah, you're boarding now. So, okay. And then, yeah, we landed in Aberdeen. Where that was kind of like the first stop, and then we took off from Aberdeen again and went to Manchester. When we landed in Manchester, the luggage didn't come off the plane really quickly, and I had booked the trains, I think it was an hour after I landed, which I thought would give me enough time. I know for next time to book well in advance. I know you don't really need to book, you can get tickets when you're there, but I just like having everything organised. So I waited and waited for the luggage. It finally came, but I missed the train. So I had to get a guy to write out a note, and it was like basically confirming that I had missed the train for a viable reason. And yeah, I got the train, and I think I got to Sheffield about 3 in the afternoon, but I think it was closer to 4 by the time I got to the hotel, which you will see now. Okay, so I'm at the hotel, and what time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock. It's been a long day. It's been an absolutely disastrous day. I missed the train because the luggage came late, so I had to get them to write out a form for me, basically to confirm that I had a valid reason for missing the train, so they pushed my tickets back, so I got a later train. Then when I was walking to this hotel after I got to Sheffield, the map on my phone was pointing the wrong way. So basically where I thought I was looking, it wasn't actually looking, so that was quite annoying, but here now. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab something to eat and then come back. So I decided to go for a drink in Sheffield. I had gone to KFC. There were a KFC near my hotel. I'm never going to a KFC again because it gave me the shits for the rest of the holiday. So that's my one KFC I've ever had in my entire life, and it gave me the shits. So I'm not having another one. I should have just gone to McDonald's. So yeah, I went to this local pub that was near my bar. Near my bar? Jesus, am I drunk? Even just thinking about drinking. So I went to this pub that was near my hotel. That first beer after finally getting settled in and after traveling is always the best. Then I met this guy, not in that way, and he was really weird. I was talking to him, he started off being a decent enough bloke to speak to, because I'm really bad. Whenever I'm on a night out, I just speak to everybody but the people I'm actually going out with. But yeah, I spoke to him, and then he started talking about things like fascism and communism and how it's good. And then he was talking about abuse as a child and stuff. And I thought, oh Jesus, how do I walk out of this? You know, when you're in a conversation like that, you kind of have to just go along with it. And he was saying these things about communism, and I was like, yeah, that's so true. I don't know why I sounded like a surfer from Florida. Those waves were totally waist high, bro. What am I talking about? Yeah, I got back to the hotel and did this video after locking my door because I felt like he followed me. Shit, I need to figure out how this card thing works. So I've been out for my first beer. First couple of beers. And it was pretty big beers too. I asked for a Peroni and they gave me a massive bottle. They said they would lock these doors. Wait, let me get my card at my phone. Is it still open? Still open? They said they would lock them at 11. They're an hour late. It's good to be away. A little break. Let me get to my hotel room. Come on, turn on. I can't see. I really need a piss. I had one bottle of Peroni and I was on a video call with my cousin. That bottle of Peroni was like a 600... I've had over a litre of Peroni. Oh, go on, son! Litre of Peroni! The fuck? So now I'm bursting for a piss, but also, just me being a nice guy. I started talking to this guy, basically, let me explain the story. Let me explain the story after I've had a piss. Right, so let me explain the whole story. I go into this pub. I'm just having a nice beer, a nice big bottle of Peroni, and I start getting, I decide to start a video call with my cousin, and I can't hear him from the table I'm at because it's really noisy. So I move to another table. And as I'm talking to him at this table where I can hear him better, this guy comes up to me and is like, I've just ordered food at this table. So I was like, okay, I'll move for you. So I move back to my table and we end the phone call after a little while of me struggling to hear him. After a little while, for some reason, I started talking to this guy. I just, just to be nice, I just said, how was your food? And he said it was good. And he started out being a really nice guy. But then he started to talk about politics and socialism and the things he believes in and abuse as a child. So let me just say to a message to everybody who's traveling alone for the first time, walk away from a conversation like that because that's only gonna get worse and worse. Now, to be fair, he actually stood up and ended the conversation before I did because I can chat up a storm. I could tell with this guy, he just had a bit of a troubled past, but he was a genuine guy. But you can never tell. I could be wrong. He could be behind me right now. Just be careful if you're traveling alone. It's 12:38 and I started speaking to this guy about 11.
I'm going to bed. But it feels good to get a beer in anyway.
The next day was the day I was really looking forward to, because what I had in my mind was I was going to go to Sheffield. Oh, shit. I actually organised to meet up with Matt from LD7 Explorers and Mike from MK Urbex while I was in Sheffield. Right, I forgot to mention that. Jesus, that's going to throw me off. Yeah, the day after meeting the scary paedophile in the pub, I met up with Matt from LD7 Explorers. Like later on that day, I had already gone around Sheffield doing my first bit of sightseeing. And yeah, I met up with him and we went, had a few drinks and then met up with Mike from MK Urbex. Top lads. They took me around to a lot of amazing locations, including this one. Actually, this is what we called the Demon Pub. The Demon Pub has since burnt down. I think it burned down a couple of weeks ago, last week or something. Yeah, so we'll not be going there again. But that was an awesome explorer. If you haven't seen the Demon Pub, go and watch it. It was brilliant. I don't do a lot of paranormal. I try and stay away from it, but that was a good video. And then we went to the waterworks as well. Went to the abandoned factory. Oh, everything like that. It was absolutely brilliant. My best content is from Sheffield, and I cannot wait to go again. Stay tuned to the end of the video. So yeah, we went and we basically spent that whole night doing explores and just having a complete laugh. It was brilliant.
Day 2 of the road trip. It's actually like almost 3 in the afternoon, but I've just been walking around Sheffield, like touring around and taking photos, so it's been pretty boring content to put in any kind of vlog. I'm actually meeting up with Mike and Matt in a couple of hours. We're going to a pub for a pint, and then we're going to do an explorer that's right across the road. We'll see how that goes. I'm kind of devastated I couldn't take the drone because of the lithium batteries. It's been good so far. It's been 16 degrees today, which probably doesn't sound like a lot to people from Sheffield, but obviously where I'm from, 16 degrees is just non-existent. 12 degrees is a summer day. So yeah, it's good. Good to not have to wear a jacket. Okay, so now I'm gonna go downstairs because Matt from LD7 Explorers is gonna be meeting me at the front door. And then we're gonna go to a pub and meet up with Mike, so it's gonna be fun. This video is gonna be different. This is gonna be my first collab with Matt from LD7 Explorers and Mike from MK Urbex. I'm gonna go down to the front door because Matt should be coming for me any minute, and then we're gonna go to a pub and meet up with Mike. So, and then we're gonna do an explore.
We've got the smallest mattress I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm also here with Matt from LD7 Explorers and Mike from MK Urbex. This is the kind of behind the scenes video to the Sheffield trip. So
Okay, yeah,
So-
nice one.
yeah.
Let's go do the first explore of the weekend.
Yes.
So what's the first one we're doing then?
Do you want to do Cannon or should we do something else and come back?
Some to you.
I'm just
Because the road's a little bit busy at the moment,
thinking, at the moment, yeah.
and the entrance is basically essentially this is like the gem of Sheffield.
It is.
It's a big brewery.
When it comes to
Huge.
explorers.
When it comes to exploring, it's like the hidden gem.
Good.
And the
That's
gold
what I'm
mine,
after.
essentially. Yeah, can't wait. Oh god. So
Good shit.
it's on the middle of a main road, and the entrance is a small little fence. You got to climb through. So it's a bit on top at the minute. So we're just trying to think, should we stay first?
Yeah, we could do.
We're gonna do another factory first. Then.
Doing a factory first.
Slash zombie arena.
Oh yeah, this is the BB place or whatever it was.
Airsoft.
Airsoft, yeah. Nice.
Oh, hang on. That is from the camera. Just have to just be wary where the window is. The sort of window frame on the right hand side, there's some sort of razor wire that's been moved out of the way, but you just be careful not to snag your clothes or anything.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. All right, let's do it. I'm going to start off with the phone because obviously I don't want to whip out the camera right away.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea.
And obviously I don't want to give away where it is, but
There's no sort of signage or anything on this.
no.
To be honest, anyone who's watching this will know what
Probably know where it is, yeah.
it's a very, very well known spot.
Near at night, the torches reflect out the windows.
Yeah, that's the one thing about coming at night when it's dark is it kind of points attention to you if you have torches.
Yeah.
But in the day, then you could be a lot more hidden, I think, even though it's light.
Oh!
There's pros and cons to whatever time you come out.
That's it, yeah.
That's it.
Is that the window?
Yeah, barbed wire, be careful.
That's fine.
see there's anyone in.
We're all good. We're all good. Luckily, these trees fell down so like nicely for us.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry
Hidden.
about- Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't do what I just did and grab hold of that, because that hurts.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I left my gloves at home.
I never use gloves. I'm a hard man.
Yes, guys, you're in my hands now. LD7 Explorers. Oh shit! Oh.
Ready?
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, this is really open.
What was that? I've just seen a torch. You can't tell which part it's abandoned. All of that section there is abandoned. But what are they working on? What are they doing?
It's like a government conspiracy.
Yo.
What?
Well, I have the one with the dead fly in it.
Oh my god, he's actually going to do it.
Oh, what if it's spiked with something though?
Yo, it could be.
You see, this video is about to change a lot.
Just have to just be wary.
Okay, so we're at location 2 of Sheffield.
Bonjour, guys. Yeah. There's an awesome factory here. Awesome.
Nice.
And the reservoir itself is very picturesque. You can't see it from here. All you can see is a nice little hill
With 2 people.
with 2 people.
Come
two,
for some dogging.
2 Yorkshire people to do some dogging.
I don't know. See, I'm doing the thing again. Whenever I do explore, my voice goes really dramatic. It's kind of a running joke that I put on the sexual voice of dogging. Oh, I can't show that. He's got the explorer juice on.
Explorer juice.
A bit of vodka never hurt anybody.
That's correct.
Bit of cigarettes at many people though. Fucking hell.
That was a bit dramatic.
Sorry, guys. You gotta do it for the views. I'm joking.
Yeah, you've got to die for the views.
Awesome
So,
view.
would you class this as the Peak District or not yet? Maybe on the edge.
Yeah.
Peak District is really nice. But like I said, I went through it in the train and it was
Yeah.
brill.
So, is this like a full vlog you're doing for your channel?
No, this is well, I am doing that, but this is actually for the Explorer. I just don't want to whip the camera out just yet.
Oh, right. I see.
So this bit is for the main Explorer, but I am doing a kind of phone-based vlog too. So
When people say it means like you're like cool.
yeah,
It means a few things actually. It can mean yes. When someone says you're alright, you go It means like yes.
are you all right?
Me and Matt do all at work. I'm like, you're right, Mike. He goes
That and not saying the, not knowing how to say the. Can you say the?
We're going to a factory.
Going to a factory. We're going to a factory.
We're going to a factory now to check it out because this factory is very cool. And we
So,
don't
yeah.
say right, we say rate.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that. Right. That'd be right.
Be right, yeah.
That'd be right.
Be right.
The intro was good with the drone shots.
Yeah, you were.
With
yeah.
the music and
Yeah,
shit.
that's it.
Okay, guys, so we're here at the factory. The what factory?
Waterworks.
Waterworks.
How about it used to be on my Yorkshire Water. See, thing is, it looks tiny, doesn't it?
It does
It
look
just
pretty.
looks like a shitty warehouse. However, wait till we get inside. It's sick. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, I see more kind of sticking out.
That's how you go.
Before we go in, I'm going for a piss. There you go, David. Why the fuck did you not come to Sheffield?
Should have come to Sheffield, man. This is, you know.
Lots of cool places here. You really should have.
100%. This is insane. So, you've got a lot to look forward to if I ever take you up here.
Get down here.
Down here?
Get down here.
Yeah.
Don't you? You have a lot to look forward to it.
A lot to look for. What was that?
I don't know. Wait.
So guys, I'm on the phone right now because I've just come down this hole, down this ladder. There's Matt up there. And I couldn't take the camera with me because it was too scary. There's a lawnmower down here. Oh, it's like a maze! The acoustics in here. You're gonna have to come down here, this is mad. I also want to see what's around here. The acoustics in here are awesome. This is terrifying. Woo! Hello? Oh, it's a dead end. Whoa. Yeah, but hello. How does it go again?
On the wall is soaked.
Is it? Yeah. So I'm just guessing that this is like some kind of water tank or something. If it was a waterworks, what was that?
Hello? Mike?
Are you having a shit? Down this ladder, this map there. This is terrifying.
I swore I heard voices then.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Did you hear that?
This looks like contamination showers.
Yeah, it does. We said that.
Sulfuric acid.
Do you know, the main thing I'm focused on is not dropping my camera down here.
Have you tried phoning it? Right.
Hold that. 1-1.
Is that a light? What's that light over there? Bunker entrance.
This.
Yes. Did you hear that?
What the f? Okay, so we're at.
You don't want to mix wheat and grain?
I'm not mixing wheat with grain now.
I'll mix out. Have you got a bit of
No, I'm fine. Yeah.
Alright.
Are you filming?
What?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
I don't get drunk and ever explode. Just the scary ones.
Just demon pub.
Just Demon Pub. Because we do believe that it was a pub. So the entity or spirit that resides in there is used to, or it was used to, beveraginos, people supping. So it makes sense.
It does make sense, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. That was my first car, a Toyota Yaris, same colour.
Oh yeah. Yes. Probably in the top 2 roughest estates you should be.
Yeah.
Extremely profound here.
Ooh, so we could bump into some shit in here then.
We've never bumped into any.
No.
Touch
not-
wood.
Well, people probably don't know about it.
know about this place.
No, especially not if you need a ladder to get in. Right, we're gonna need a light of some sort in a minute. For you guys who can't, we can see. Oh, I can see a lot more now.
I bought this ladder especially.
Nice. Nice.
It's been £90 well spent. Yeah, it's quite an expensive ladder.
Yeah.
Do you want me to grab up?
I have half a full can of Stella, so it might be a walking job.
Do you want me to grab you? You're alright. Because we're going through that window here.
Huh?
There.
Yeah.
So keep away from this left-hand side, but you can see the holes.
Yeah, I can see the holes.
The right-hand side's safe, but
Yeah.
just watch your footing because you will go through.
Yep. I'm gonna have to stop filming for this bit.
Oh, I nearly put my foot through.
You did, I saw that.
Just be really careful.
So guys, what Mike is doing is what I'm about to do, so I'm gonna stop filming when he gets in.
It's like sod.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello?
Yeah.
Real big squeeze.
Right, okay.
This was the craziest.
Whoa, is it again?
Holy what?
Oh, that looks like it must be on news or something.
Do you like me being here?
Seriously, I did. Sound like a girl or a woman.
Whoa.
What the f was that?
What the f?
Most hilarious. Unexplainable video I have ever made.
Did you hear that bang?
Oh, there you go. Fucking red. Mass red.
Oh my god, it's going off.
If that wasn't you, can you do that again?
Can you say my name? Do you know what my name is?
Can you knock like this? Can you copy me? Can you copy me?
Maybe that was him knocking after you knocking.
Oh shit.
I just thought about that. You
fucking
told him
shit.
to knock, so he knocked.
What the fuck?
Now, I don't normally do paranormal videos. I know a lot of you don't like it. Speaking of people who do and don't like it, shout out to Grazia123 for wanting more. So this video is for you.
Down in there.
And then the day after that, so that was the Friday, and the day after that was the Saturday, and that was the day the meetup was. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of open up a bit. I don't get nervous when I'm talking to people. Like, I don't get nervous meeting people or anything like that. But I went, and that day I went around Sheffield, just sightseeing and that. No, and I had to be at the Hillsborough Arena, whatever it's called, for the meetup, which I decided to walk. So I walked from the centre of Sheffield into Hillsborough Arena. I can't remember how many miles it was, but it was a good walk. I always recommend if you're on holiday, if something's not too far away, go for a walk there, because you get to see a lot more. So yeah, I was around Sheffield that day, and then it came closer to the time to actually go to the Hillsborough Arena. So yeah, I set off, went walking, and I got there. I just went and walked around the shops and stuff. It's weird, I was warm. Like, it was a warm day. In fact, the whole time I was in Sheffield, it was actually really nice weather. And then I went to the park, the Hillsborough Park, just outside the Hillsborough Arena, because I didn't want to be like the first guy showing up. And I sat on the bench, and like, I just started to kind of shake a little bit, get a little bit cold. And it was definitely the nerves setting in, because it was really bizarre watching Matt and Andy on YouTube, and then like going in to meet them. It's crazy. Because I had only ever seen them on a screen in front of me. By the way, Finders Keepers History Seekers is the reason this channel exists, so. And yeah, it came closer and closer to time, and then I started seeing people like walking up to the arena, and I was like, oh, holy shit. I stood up and I went over to the arena, and I was like, I couldn't stand still, I was shaking so much. I met a few people at the door, and they were brilliant. Like, just outside the door, I hadn't gone in. But when I was standing there speaking to them, like, my legs were like my knees were shaking so much. It's weird because I don't get nervous speaking to people. I was almost refusing to go in because of how nervous I was. I think that was the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life doing anything. And then I followed them in. We all decided to walk in. Then I remember looking through the door and seeing Matt. I was like, oh shit. But I mean, that was only the start of what happened when I was in Sheffield. Yeah, it was crazy. Like I said, the only thing I had in mind was I was going to go to Sheffield and meet Matt and Mike. Possibly meet Matt and Andy and have a little conversation with them, and that'll be that. Maybe meet up with Matt and Mike again and then head back. A group of us from the meetup went out around Sheffield, went out drinking. And then the next day was pretty laid back. Oh, the next day, oh shit, I actually totally forgot about this. Matt set me up with Grant from Explore Through the Lens, and Adam, Mark, and Urbex couple as well, and we went and did the Sheffield Courthouse. Absolutely mint. But you have to keep in mind, in that video, the Sheffield Courthouse video, I had like 3 hours sleep because it was the day after. So I felt pretty rough. That day as well, after I'd just gotten back to the hotel, and then Matt from LD7 Explorers messages me, and we went around do some abandoned buildings. I didn't actually get any videos that day because I felt like shit. I can't remember if it was that day or the day after. No, it was the day after. No, it was that day. What day did I leave? Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Monday. I left Monday. No, I left Tuesday, because Monday night was the night. Yeah, I left Tuesday. The day after meeting up with Matt and Mike again, I was just chilling at the hotel, expecting that to be my last night in Sheffield. I had messaged Matt from LD7 Explorers, and I said, do you want to go out for a drink before I leave? But so I set that meeting up, and Matt came up to the pub I was at, and then Matt from Finders Beepers messages me wondering if I'm going on an Explorer with them, and I was like, oh, fuck me, okay. This is the night after I had to leave, and I left on the trains like early the next morning. And another notification. Oh my god, so let me explain. So I've not actually done an update for this Getting to Sheffield video in a few days, just because I've not had time. But just a few minutes ago, oh my god, a few minutes ago, holy shit. But just a few minutes ago, Finders Beepers put on a fucking thing about our channel, so thank you a million times over to them. My voice sounds shaky, but don't worry, I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, so basically what's happened these past few days, I've been out exploring with Matt and Mike, and I did that on Friday. We went out for a few drinks as well. I got some banging videos. I cannot wait to share that with you guys. And then on the Saturday, obviously I went to the meetup and met a bunch of, well, everybody there was amazing, really. This holiday has just been one thing after another. It's literally, this weekend has just been so packed. I need to go get toilet roll. I'm gonna go get something to eat and yeah, try and calm down a bit, try and catch my breath. Fuck me, so I was actually at the pub having a pint with LD7 Explorers before I go. But Matt from Finders Beepers again messages me on Instagram, and he just says, do you fancy coming exploring with us tonight? So I had to kind of cut me and Matt from LD7 Explorers drink short, but Matt from LD7 Explorers totally understood. And he was like, go for it, man, I would do it too. So I'm emptying SD cards, charging batteries, because I was expecting it to be done for Sheffield. Apparently not. So I will see you on Finders Keepers History Seekers, but also for the rest of this video, because I'm not done this video yet. Catch my breath. Catch my breath. Look at the spots on my forehead. This is the stresses that Sheffield has imposed on me.
Say, welcome to Love Island.
Welcome to Love Island.
It's definitely Ian Sterling.
on a bit of a sexual whistle and I'm absolutely shitting myself, especially this time.
What, so you put a sexy voice on because you're shitting yourself?
Make my voice go quiet and deep, and it's like, oh, welcome to Pornhub.
Found a little bit that's been broken through. Watch out! Jesus Christ, man! I just said watch the floorboards.
And then I left, and that was it. That was the end of Sheffield, which was absolutely mental. Sheffield was probably one of the reasons last year was like my favourite year of my entire life. But I wouldn't say it was the best trip. Oh, I'm being controversial now. After Sheffield, I had just over a month to settle down before going on the next holiday, which was going to see Green Day, Fall Out Boy and Weezer in Glasgow. I had got tickets for my birthday. Me and one of my friends went down to Glasgow late June. And yeah, that was pretty mental. We got pretty shit-faced. Basically, the whole holiday was just us drinking and I'm not calling out my friend, but he can't keep up with me at all. Every morning we would get a breakfast in the hotel. The hotel was amazing. Every time we had breakfast in the hotel, my friend was dying. I would like pile my plate, because whenever I've been out, I'm always so hungry the next day. So I'd pile my plate, pancakes and eggs and fucking sausages. And my friend had one little pastry and he barely touched it. He basically felt sick the whole holiday. I'm not trying to make me sound like I'm a massive like drinker or something, massive alcoholic. They can be like, oh, I'm a big hard man. I'm a lightweight too. That was a brilliant holiday. And then I came home, and then I had 2 days before leaving again. And these 2 weeks were probably the best 2 weeks of my entire life. What those 2 weeks entailed was about a 60-foot sailing boat, over 120 years old, sailing from Scotland across the North Sea, took 5 days, or no, 4 days, 4 or 5 days, to Denmark, and then having a couple of days in Denmark and then leaving Denmark and racing all these massive tall ships and sail ships and everything, racing them from Denmark all the way down to the Netherlands, and that took 4 or 5 days as well, I think. That was mental. The days leading up to that, I was shitting myself. Because if you think about a 60-foot boat in the middle of the North Sea, where it's cold and really windy and really wavy, yeah. I thought I was gonna get sick. Somehow I was one of the few that didn't, but I was brought up with boats, so basically my second home is on the sea. So I felt fine. We got there, and just the whole meeting people, and obviously meeting the people who were on my crew as well. Absolutely brilliant. We went to the crew party. They had this thing called the crew party, and all the crews from all the other ships. That video you saw at the start, I met up when I was at the crew party. I met up with these crew members from a ship called the Shabab Oman, this massive ship, and they came up to me and was like, I was going to do an accent, but then I'd be accused of being racist. They were like, do you want a vodka? And I was like, oh yeah, let's go. So we went, they got me a vodka, and that's where this clip comes from. Cheers!
So I'm in Denmark.
I don't know why I made that face.
Alright, he survived 5 seconds so far. Come on, Connor!
So yeah, that was that. What an amazing holiday though. Thing is, the more scared you are for something like that, like an experience like that, the better it's gonna be, because it's always gonna be good no matter how scared you are. If you're a little bit scared, it's not gonna be as good as if you're really scared, because it's gonna shift your perception of it, if that makes sense. I'm just talking absolute shit now. Oh god, tea is going cold. For those of you who stuck around to this part of the video, you're in for some news, let's put it that way. All the people who fucked off at the start, you don't get to hear this, so fuck you. Anyway, you're in for some news. So last year was incredible, and this year is gonna be just as, if not better, with the plans I've got. In a week and a half, I'm going to Windsor in London. It's actually a family holiday. I didn't expect to go until last week, 3 weeks in advance. I'm really bad for short notice holidays. It's mental. Like, I will book a holiday a couple of days before leaving. Well, I'm not that bad. Yeah, we're going there, and I want to go and see the Windsor Castle, so I think that will make for a good little video. And obviously, I'll try and film a bit more, like, traveling wise, just for content, because I know this is, at the end of the day, exploring undercover doesn't mention anything about abandoned buildings. Abandoned buildings are just cool things to explore. That's why I enjoy doing it. Exploring undercover, I explore anything cool. And then in July, we are going to Spain for a week, so that'll be cool. There's not going to be any abandoned videos when we're in Spain, but I'm exploring Spain. There you go, I'm just exploring things. And then in October, allegedly we're going across the pond, but I'll leave it at that. We have it booked. So, yeah. I'm invading a lot of countries this year. But yeah, I will be going back to Sheffield. Gonna try and invade that some more. Make it my Viking territory. That's the way we do it. Plunder and pillage. And rape, apparently. Undercover takeover. It's coming. What am I talking about? I'm just talking absolute shit. There's another really quick thing I need to say, and that's that where I live in a tiny island in the middle of nowhere. There's not a lot of stuff left to do here, content-wise. I'm literally scraping the barrel for video ideas. From this point on, from this video you're watching this, I'm gonna push for a video a week. I've done it a few times before for a few weeks and then I'll stop. The last video on the channel right now is 7 months ago and I don't want that to happen again. So I'm gonna push for a video a week, but there is not a lot of stuff left to cover here, basically cobbled together. And what I'm gonna do is, I was thinking to myself, it's not the subject of the video that people come to see. It's the content in the video. So I'm gonna be using the drone a lot more. I'm going to be getting cinematic shots. There's a video I'm working on now that I made a post about in the community section, whatever it is, on the channel, and I'm still working on that because it's going to involve CGI, because I'm bringing something back to life. So that's taking a bit longer than expected. I'm fighting with the weather right now as well, because when it's not snowing, it's raining. When it's not raining or snowing, it's windy, and I just can't get anything filmed right now. Also, go and subscribe to David Will Explores. That's David's channel, by the way. We have a few video ideas to do together as well. I'm really going to push this year for more content for you guys to enjoy, because I've been slacking. You guys have been sort of just left behind, and I've lost a lot of subscribers. It's my own fault though, so I can't say anything. This year is going to be different, and I am going back to Sheffield at some point, because Sheffield is the main focus holiday for this channel. All the other holidays are like family holidays where I can get content. It's just not going to be the content that you guys really come for, which is the abandoned stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys stick around. I hope some new people comes on, and I hope that you enjoy 2021. 2, 3! These years just fly by, honestly. I can't keep up. I'm still in 2021. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So, goodbye.